Breathe with your belly. So on the inhale, take the belly out. Then you can bring the breath up and fill up the rib cage, even the back body. Expand your breath. Expand in 360-degree direction. And on your exhale, draw the belly in. The end of the exhale, squeeze out every bit of air. Let the breath feel really good. And then imagine a connection from the center of your being to the center of the earth. You can imagine it as a bright light, like a rope or some kind of connection, this grounding connection, and then just an energetic light that connects you. Just imagining it, making it up. Let's see if you can feel that you are connected from the center of your being to the earth. And then placing your hands on your heart for a minute and just feel whatever is arising for you in this moment, physically, mentally, energetically. Just feel from a place of curiosity. Inhale, extend your arms out in front of you and then to the side of you. Imagine that this space up above you, arm direction in all directions, even behind you and below you. You can just kind of palpate your arms anywhere you want in this space. This is your space to own and occupy your own energetic space. Light up the edge of this space with a bright light. This is your boundary that you create. Imagine it. You can relax your hands or keep moving on, whatever you like. And imagine that space and this bright light around you. And you get to own and occupy and manage this space. This is your home, your space. Make it sacred, make it special. And the edge of this light, this boundary, you can put whatever you want and need in this boundary. As if you're placing a flag in the ground and you're declaring, this is what I want. This is what I need. This is what I will allow into my space. This is what I will not allow into my space. So a sense of being grounded, a sense of safety here. You're protected. You have everything you need. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Set your intention for the day. What is it you want to experience on the yoga mat today? In the next hour, what is the sacred space you want to create within your boundary here and on your yoga mat. What do you want to experience? And let's start our connection today, our experience today, with a connection to our breath. So bring in your Ujjayi breath, where you can stretch the back of the throat a little bit so you can hear your breath. Take a 5 to 6 second inhale. Belly breath. Savor the pause at the top and then slowly exhale, 5 to 6 second exhale. And set your intention to remain connected to this breath throughout the whole practice. Calm mind. Let your mind be calm. Open heart. Let your heart be open. And connect to your gut, your intuition. May you listen closely to your body today. Yeah, at the end of an exhale, release your hands. Place the left hand down, stretch the right hand up and over. And get a good stretch in your right side body. So I'll be guiding you today in the yoga. And at the same time, I want you to really listen to your body and imagine that you can be playful and you can switch things around a little bit, that you can also guide your own body. Listen to your body, let your body guide you. And switching sides. Ujjayi breath. Back to center. Interlace your hands behind your back. Place your hands on the floor and lift and open the heart. So you're stretching your wrist, opening the heart. And then you can lift your chin and just do a little side to side there. Stretch the neck. And then release your hands. Take a forward fold. Round your spine. Draw your belly button way up and in on the end of your exhale. Imagining space between every vertebrae, opening. And coming back up to sitting, switch your legs, wherever your legs are. And take a forward fold again. Balance ourselves out here. And then come forward and roll onto all fours. We'll do a little cat-cow. So spread your fingers wide. Grip all 10 fingertips here. Strong foundation. Place your hands so the crease of your wrist is parallel to the front of your mat. And then I just want you to play. You can shift your hips side to side. Take your hips back. Just tune into your body and find out where it feels nice to move. What wants to be stretched. Bring in your Ujjayi breath. Maybe do a little cobra. Work your way into a down dog. We'll do the same in down dog. And just play in down dog. I need to run out for just a moment, but be playful here. Find what feels nice. I want you to get you a glass of water, okay? Oh. Love you.
You got to put it out for me.
I did. Get some water, okay? Drink a big glass of water before you watch, please. Sorry about that. And then on inhale, take your right leg up. Bend your knee and open your hip. Let your left heel drop towards the floor. Lift the left shoulder. And bring that foot forward. Come into a low lunge. And in this lunge, you can kind of pulse it back and forth a little bit. Keep the top of this left thigh lifting. Straighten your front leg. Roll around your head towards your shin. Bend the knee. And then straighten it. So you can keep your back leg lifted, the back knee lifted, or you can drop the back knee to the floor. Place your left hand firmly and take the right hand to the sky. Deep inhale, stretch up. Exhale, take that hand forward, reaching over your ear. And then bring your right hand down, turn your back foot if the knee is lifted, and float the left hand to the sky. Connect to your breath. Take your shoulders down away from the ears and towards the back body. Engage your shoulder blades. Take a deep inhale and stretch up. Exhale, reach forward over your ear. And bring that hand down. Drop your back knee. Grab the back foot if you can. If you can't grab the back foot, you can just come vertical. So you can get a quad stretch this way as well. Knee, hip, and shoulder in one line. Press through the ball of the foot. If you can grab the foot, you can use the same hand or the opposite hand. I like to use the opposite hand and lean way forward so I'm more above the kneecap, not on the kneecap. And then you can play. You can even take it side to side. Find some way to get a good quad stretch and let these 4 big muscles in the front of your thigh, give them an opportunity to lengthen and open as you connect to your Ujjayi breath. And to your intention. And then gently, slowly release that. Lift your back knee. Bring your feet so they're about 2 feet apart. And you may want to bring in some blocks here. You can have a block on either side of your foot, and that can give you more freedom. So sometimes you can get a better stretch in the low back and more alignment in the low back if you're higher. So you have some blocks, you can play around with that. Lift and spread your toes on this front foot. Lift and spread your toes on the back foot. Root down through your, and then release the back foot. Root down on the front foot through your big toe, pinky toe, inner heel, outer heel. Press into your foot and reach your right hip back. You can release your toes, round your head towards your shin. And breathe well. What is your intention today? What are you creating? Shift the weight forward, lift your back leg. Little standing splits here. Hug your legs towards each other. And then see if you can lift the top leg a little higher, keeping the hips square. Should be a good stretch on this whole back side of the front leg. And then bring that leg and cross that foot over the other foot, placing it on top of that foot. Slight bend in your right knee, and then round your head towards your shin. This is a good stretch for the IT band. You should feel it in your right side of your leg. Your right IT band here. You can even drop your left hip down and lift the right hip up. Get more of a stretch in the IT band. Maybe walk your hands over to the left. You need more of a stretch. And then place your hands, come into a plank pose. Shifting the weight forward and back, side to side. Do some little circles. You can always come onto your knees here. And then slowly lower. Take your shoulders down and back, open the heart, and then press up into a little baby cobra. And rock this side to side. You're not broadening the low back, creating more space there. And then press to your knees and back to a downward facing dog. Spread your fingers wide, lift your inner shoulders, reach your heart towards your toes. For a moment, bend your knees a lot. Get your belly onto your thighs. Take your inner thighs way up and back, create more space there. And then slowly start to straighten the legs and lower the heels. Draw the belly in. Keep the inner shoulders lifting, and again, reach your heart towards your toes. Deep breath. And then inhale, take the left leg. Oh, we did the left leg last time, didn't we? No, we didn't. We did the right leg. Take the left leg up, bend the knee, open the hip. You can drop your right heel, keep the right shoulder lifting. Get a nice stretch in your side body. You can straighten that top leg if that feels nice. And square your hips, bring your left foot forward. Come into a low lunge. Rock it forward and back. Draw the belly in. Reach through your back inner heel. Keep the right thigh lifting. And breathe well. And straighten the front leg. And go back and forth a couple of times. Inhale as you bend the leg. Exhale as you straighten. You can keep your back knee lifted, or you can drop your back knee to the floor. Strong foundation through your right hand. Inhale and take the left hand up. Exhale, reach that hand over your ear forward so the shoulder rotates back. Bring the shoulder down away from the ear. From your hands and feet, hug into your core. And then from your core, reach out and stretch out, expand out in all directions. Root down through your left big toe. Good. And then bring that left hand down. We'll take the right hand to the sky. And then reach over the ear. Time your movements with your breath. Coming into our quad stretch. And drop the back knee. You can come vertical, or you can grab the back foot. So you do you. You do what works best for you. Paying attention to your body, listening. The greatest amount of compassion. And this quad stretch, you can close your eyes if you want, if that helps you to really tune into your body and feel. Breathe with a sense of gratitude here. And just be patient as these muscles start to lengthen and open. At the end of your next exhale, you can slowly release this. Nice. And then press back, lift the back knee, bring the back foot forward. Bring your blocks in here if that supports you. Bring the earth to you. The hamstring stretch, IT band stretch on the left leg. And shift your hips side to side. And then rock forward and back. Lift and spread your toes on that front foot. Find this deep connection through the left big toe. And then the pinky toe, inner heel, outer heel, especially that left big toe. Press there and reach your left hip back as you round your head towards your shin. Connect to your breath. Taking this into standing splits. Spread your toes on the back foot. Hug your legs towards each other. Draw the belly in. Lift the right leg from the inner thigh. Good. Then we bring that foot forward, cross it over. So the right foot is now on top of the left foot, and just take a forward fold. You feel a stretch in your left side of the thigh. And drop the right hip, lift the left hip, twist a little to the left, and walk your hands to the right. If you want to get a deeper stretch, if you're not getting a stretch, you can try that. Nice. And gently release that. Take your feet, turn them out. Take them a little wider than hip width and come into a squat. Bring your elbows to the inside of your knees. And use your forearms or your elbows to help open the hips. Drop one shoulder and the other shoulder. Back and forth. So find a way that this stretch can feel good for you and be safe for you. Safe for all parts. Good. And then slowly release that carefully. Bring your feet into shoulder width. Align them well and take a forward fold. Just let your head hang. Shake your head side to side, front to back. Release any tension in the neck. Take your inner thighs up and back. Draw the belly in. And then grab a hold of something, your calves or ankles or feet, and pull yourself a little deeper. And then slowly come up on an inhale, one vertebrae at a time. Slowly coming up, because when you've been hanging upside down for a while, you got to let your blood pressure catch up. You don't get dizzy. And as you unfold like a flower blooming, inhale, take your arms out to the side, reach up, celebrate, look up, even take this into a little back bend. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Pause and feel, connect to your breath, connect to your intention. Soften your shoulders. Feel the weight of your feet on the earth, the weight of your body on the earth. And just take notice. Are you standing more on one foot than the other? Is the weight more on the inside of your feet or the outside? Is one knee doing something different than the other? And then bring yourself into balance. So you're rooting down through all four corners of your feet. Little energy of the shins, top of the shins pulling forward. Engage your muscles, hug the muscles to the bone in your legs. Draw the belly in, tuck the tailbone. Deep inhale, stretch up. Exhale and fold. Find balance left to right here. Slowly fold and feel. Inhale, lengthen up halfway. Exhale, place your hands, step back into a downward facing dog. Float it forward into plank pose. And slowly lower. Flatten the tops of your feet to the floor. Take your shoulders down and back. Inhale into cobra. Hang out an extra breath here as you stretch your belly. Come back into downward facing dog. Inhale, step your feet forward. Lengthen up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, come up into a chair pose. Let your hips reach your hips way back. Get the weight into your heels. Draw the belly in. Tuck the tailbone. Lift the heart. On an inhale, you're going to take your arms down. Then stand up as you take your arms out to the side and above the head. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Find your balance, left to right. Find the center. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale and fold. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, come to plank pose. Slowly lower. Cobra, one breath. Exhale into down dog. 3 breaths here. On your next inhale, walk forward, lengthen up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Root down to rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Find your center. Find a connection here to your own inner being. Trusting yourself, trusting your own inner voice. Root down through the earth. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale and fold. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, step or hop back into a plank pose and slowly lower. Inhale, curl up, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, bring your left foot up. Open it up. Inhale, bring your foot forward, coming into a crescent lunge. So pressing through the ball of your back foot. Inhale, take the arms up. So you can also drop your knee here, and your back knee to the floor. Reach through your back inner heel. Keep the top of this back thigh lifting. Turn bend your knee, your front knee, so that it's parallel to the earth. Moving towards there. Press through your front inner heel. And make sure your knee is not coming in front of your ankle. So your shin should be vertical. Press through your front inner heel. So draw the belly and lengthen through your spine. Nice. So drop the left hand, grab the back thigh, take a side bend towards the left, and you can move this forward, you can move back, find where you get a nice stretch. Breathe well. Press your thigh up into your hand. Good, and then you're going to cartwheel your hands, left hand forward, right hand back, turn your back foot, and come into warrior two. Take a breath and start to soften down into warrior two. Checking your front knee. If the front knee is collapsing towards the center, then you want to press more through your back, through your front inner heel. If the knee collapses in, draw the knee towards the pinky toe side of the foot. Find this magic button right underneath the front inner heel, and that wakes up this butt muscle, your glute. When you find that, it's like major stability here. So press down, connect to the earth. Good. Lengthen through your spine. Turn your front palm, reverse it. You can wrap your hand around your back towards your front thigh. Good. And then come back to warrior two. Good. From your hands and feet, hug into your core. And then from your core, reach out and stretch out. Expand, celebrate. Good. Straighten your front leg. Take a breath here. Coming into triangle pose. So you're going to reach forward, keep reaching and reaching and reaching until you can't reach anymore. And then take your left hand down, right hand up. Draw the belly in, tuck the tailbone. Nice. Reach your left hand, your top hand, your right hand forward. And if you'd like, you can add the bottom hand. This is a big challenge. And then release your hands, turn to the right, take a wide straddle forward fold. Shift your hips side to side. Say to yourself, nice job. That's a really tough sequence there. What would it be like if your inner voice was just like the very best it could be? The most loving, kind, supportive voice it could be. I wonder what you'd be capable of. Good. Put us back into a downward facing dog. Take the right leg up. Open the hip if you'd like. Bring your right foot forward, coming into crescent lunge. Find good alignment here. So the shin is vertical. Reach through your back inner heel. Drop the shoulders down and back. Engage your shoulder blades. As if your shoulder blades are helping your heart lift and open. Like two hands on your back, just opening, helping you open and support your heart. What your shoulder blades are. They're like two loving hands. And then take the right hand, drop it down, grab the back thigh, take a little side bend, reaching forward to the side, maybe a little back. Find what feels nice. Press your back thigh up into your hand. Come into warrior two. So shift the weight forward, your arms cartwheel as you turn the back foot. You might have to lengthen your stance a little. Crawling your front foot forward. And then settle down into warrior two. Relax your shoulders. Find that magic button underneath your front inner heel. Press there until your glute really fires up. Draw the knee towards the pinky toe side of the foot. Got this. Open the heart. Equal amounts of reaching forward and back. So hug your muscles to your bones, your arms, your legs, your belly. And then from the bones, radiate out, shine out. Turn your front palm, reverse it. Tuck the tailbone here, root down towards the earth as you stretch towards the sky. And then straighten the front leg, bring your arms to a T. Relax the legs for a moment. Inhale, lengthen through your crown of your head. Exhale, stretch forward. Keep stretching and stretching and stretching. Touch my fingertips. And then you can cartwheel your hands. Shift your gaze towards the sidewall, or maybe even up towards your top hand. Reach that top hand forward. And you can stay here. Here in a moment, we'll add the bottom hand. I'm going to stay here for just a sec. Get this nice stretch. And then add the bottom hand if you did so on the other side. And then gently release that. Turn to the left. Let's take a wide straddle forward fold. And then you're going to bend your right knee. And then shift and bend your left knee. So just shift this side to side. Come into a frog pose. So take your knees as wide as you can. Turn the toes out. Into a frog pose. Imagine yourself, your child self. Imagine yourself when you were 5 years old. And imagine giving your 5-year-old self so much love and kindness. Giving her whatever it is she needs. Imagining your teenage self. Encouraging her and uplifting her and saying to her the kindest, wisest words. What does she need to hear? What does she need? Tell her to relax and enjoy the ride. Everything is going to be okay. And then coming to your present self, giving yourself the greatest amount of love and compassion. Very slowly and carefully come out of frog pose. Come into a downward dog. We'll come into pigeon pose. If you prefer supine pigeon, where you lay on your back and do it that way, we're going to get a hip stretch. So bring your tighter leg forward. If there's one hip that's tighter, bring that one forward. Maybe you can pull your foot out and have the shin more parallel to the front of the mat. If you're doing it that way, press your hand into the sole of your foot. If your hips aren't quite ready for that, just keep your foot pointed and the heel more inward. So just meet yourself where you are. You can play with it in the upright position for a moment and then take it forward when you're ready. And take it all the way forward. Maybe place your forehead on the floor or a block or your fist. Remember the Ujjayi breath, your intention for this hour here. And then imagining your future self. Where is it that you want to be? Who is it you are becoming? Giving her the greatest amount of compassion and love. Saying to her what she needs to hear. And seeing her as in you in your highest potential, in your wisest state, your greatest expansion, your greatest offering to the world. What would that look like? When you're ready, you can slowly move out of that. Just release a deep stretch slowly. So not like a rubber band snapping back to the center, but you're just going to slowly bring it in so that the muscle feels a sense of love. Switch sides. And in these moments, as you really connect here to opening this hip into your body and your breath, you can also bring in some mindfulness here where you just remind yourself that everything is okay, you are safe, you have everything you need. Revel in how amazing life is, how beautiful life is. Let yourself be drawn towards your own desires. What is it you're wanting? What is it you love to do? And let your breath feel so good, so gentle and sweet. And at the end of an exhale, you can gently start to work out of that. Press into a down dog. Come into a child's pose. Good. And come into a seated position. So we have about 7 more minutes, and you can take this in Shavasana, or you can come to a seated position. Maybe just to get our backs a little bit of a stretch, let's lay down, extend one leg up and cross it over the body. Moment, let's just stretch the back. You can grab hold of that leg. Also may be a great stretch for your shoulder, your right shoulder opening, head of the shoulder back. And then slowly switch sides. You just ask your body, is there any other stretch you need before you come into Shavasana or seated meditation? And gently unwind that. Make your way into your Shavasana. So you can have your arms beside the body, palms facing up, feet about shoulder width or wider, toes pull out to the side. And just totally melt and let go. Allow yourself to be completely supported by the earth. Start at the top of your head and work your way down through your body consciously. Focusing on anywhere you may be holding tension and just releasing and letting go through your forehead, your eyes, your cheeks, your jaw, your neck. Melting. Shoulders, your arms, your fingers. Relax your heart, all of your organs, your hips, your legs, knees, the ankles, the feet. And let your breath just be very calm and slow and natural. And bring in the self-talk that you want to experience today, what your inner being needs to hear today. Is there anything else you can release? Let it release with your breath. Experience the sweetest breath. And slowly start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a deep breath. Stretch your arms up over your head. Give a good stretch. Interlace your fingers. Bring your legs together. And get really long. Stretch long. A little left, a little right. We're going to make our body stiff and we're going to roll side to side. So embrace your head with your arms and then roll left and right. You're giving yourself a massage. Pause on the left side, bend both knees in. Take a breath here. Honor your creative self. Your ability to have a thought that creates a vibration, that creates a reality in this world. Using both hands, press up to a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Connect to your heart. And what is it you want to create today? Back to your intention. Put that intention into your energetic space that we imagined at the beginning of class. This is the energy I want to embody today. These are the thoughts that I want to have that will support that. This is what I want to share with the world today. And then bow your head, looking in towards your own heart. You can stay there, or you can round all the way forward and take your hands to the floor, consciousness folding in on itself, looking in towards your own inner being. Thank yourself for doing this practice. I thank you for being here. So wonderful to be with you, ladies. So good to see you. This is Winslow Passy with Vibrant Health Evolution. I'm just going to